Hi guys, Ronda Winstead here with you. Good morning, good morning. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I am happy to be here with you, and today I am highlighting Gayle Agostinelli's some of her digis. So this is going to be fun. I love you, Gayle. I hope you're having a wonderful day. She's a favorite person of mine for sure. All right, so what I did is I requested some digitals, and she was kind enough to allow me to do that. And this is one of them. I will have the links to everything in the description box below this video. So be sure and take a look at that and go to her store. And if you haven't already purchased these, go ahead and do so. She's got some fun things to play with. So this is a combination of, I'm using Gayle's papers, but I got my inspiration for this from Rachel with Roxy Creations. Last year on her Monday, the Monday makes that she did a few with checks, old checks and things that she had. And these look very similar. And I don't know, maybe these are, because I know that Gayle purchased some of her the old checks, very wonderful, old, delicious looking, and had asked permission to make a digital with those. So I don't know if these are those or not, but these are fabulous wherever she got them. And so what I have done, I don't know if I have printed out that I can show you. I don't think so. Okay. Well, okay. Well, I do have a cup. Okay, I do. I really do. I couldn't remember. So, these are fabulous. So what I did was I printed them all out, obviously. And then I cut them out, and she has scanned both the fronts and the backs of some of these. And so look at this. Is this fabulous? Yes. Yes. Isn't that fun? So there's enough to do. Let's see. She does have, and I'm not printing all of these out. I just don't remember. But she's got, and it's pretty easy to match them up. You know, like this goes with this one, and this goes with this one, and anyway, it's not difficult to match them up. And there were just a couple of extras that she's put there for you as well. Let's see. So I have this extra little guy, and I don't know what I did with the other. Anyway, so I was playing around the other day, and just for fun, I made this. Somebody said something about little houses, and it was like, oh, I love little houses. And when I quilted quite some time ago, I used to make funky houses quite a bit. I did quite a few different fun things with those. And so I just thought, I'm just going to have a play with this. So this is what I did. I did a couple of different funky houses, and I took my house papers came from Gayle as well. These lovely prints that she's got. These are summery, just, my colors. So, of course, I use them. Obviously, I use them. And so I just created these fun little houses. You open it up. I decided to keep this blank. I think that looks good. And then I just added little pages to create a little booklet here that can be journaled on or played with or whatever. And you've even got a little pocket, couple of little pockets here that you can do some fun things with. I just thought this was just, just kind of a fun little, let's just play with it kind of deal. And so, anyway, I'm not even going to wrap that up. So, that's what we're going to do, is we're going to make one. And I thought that I wanted to do a little different image. And so, what I did, let me get them here. So, this is another one of her printables. These cabinet cards are fabulous. And what I did, and I can't tell you exactly how to do this because everybody's printer system is different. But I wanted to be able to use this as my base, and so I played with it and I reduced the size of some of these so that this time I could make it more vintage. I love this. Super fun. This would make a great little gift. This would make a fun little addition. Put it in a little pocket, in a journal. Just add a little extra fun. And then I thought, well, let's make one that's vintage too, because, I love vintage. It's sometimes difficult. Sometimes people just do one thing and that's all they do. And I think that's amazing. I'm very respectful of that. I love it. And I follow a lot of YouTube artists and love their work. And I'm more eclectic, if you will, because I love to sew and add that element and fabric that element. And then I enjoy painting. I enjoy working with ephemera. I enjoy making cards. I enjoy, just a variety of things. Rolodex cards, decorating those, and zines, which is a short for magazine. Anyway, there's a story on that. I've got videos on that. I've got videos on sewing, quilting stuff, making needle books, and I do a lot of different things. So for those of you that are new to my channel, I would encourage you to subscribe if you like what you hear and see. I enjoy life. I'm on a cancer journey. I have videos about that. But basically, I'm a happy person and I enjoy doing different things. So there you go. I have gone ahead. I glued my backs and my fronts together. And then I went ahead and stitched around you've seen videos where I stitch around. It's not something I do a ton of on video because it's really awkward for my camera setup to do that. And I don't have a way to show you in a perfect way clearly what I'm doing. You see little bits and pieces, but I do have videos on that. Okay, so this one I went ahead and I did the little ziggy-zaggies interspersed with straight stitch. And then I did the other two plain, and if I'm being honest, which I try to be, I like the plain better than the zigzaggy because there's already a lot going on. But it doesn't matter. You can do decorative stitches. You can do plain stitches. If you don't sew, just glue it carefully so that your ends don't come apart. I mean, that's perfectly fine too. Okay, so eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tigger by the toe. Who's going to catch a tigger by the toe? Really? Let's do this one for fun because looks like it had a little bit turned over or that it wasn't there. So we're going to just do a trifold, and I'm just kind of eyeballing. First of all, you want to decide which do you want to have your front, and I'm going to do mine similar to this one, where the front doesn't come quite to the other side. And then keep in mind how much room do you want to have, like your little booklet, your little extra journaling pages. So let's just kind of ish. I like the word ish. That's a good word. Okay. And see, this one we've got, it's a little bit fatter. So you've got a little bit more room. You can see the difference. But I like that too, because I like to be able to see. Anyway, and I didn't even think about this, but depending on what you want to show, talk about perfect. Oh. Okay. So and you can take that into consideration too. You know, the width of whatever you're going to put on if you're doing like an image. Keep that in mind. And see, that's just really cute too. So this gives you just, just ideas. We're just playing. All right, so let's audition who we want to be on the cover. These poor little babies that look stiff as wow. Or this young woman. Maybe that was a graduation from high school picture or something. She had it specially taken. And then we have this wonderful image. Love that. Well, I love them all. Hello. You just need to do more so that you can have, more room for images. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I will use 2 images. So either I want the children images or I want the young woman images. What do you think? What do you think? Come on. Close my eyes. You know what? I've got my eyes closed. I'm turning these. These are upside down. Okay, we're just I'm gonna pick one. Okay, opening my eyes. These are upside down. I have no idea, and we're gonna go with it. All right, which one? Which one? Holler. Okay, boom. Aha, we're going with the kiddos. We are going with the kiddos. All right. So one image will go there, and one image, ooh, I like that. Ooh, that's cool. So, which one do we want? It really doesn't matter, does it? Okay, so now let's do a little bit of edging. We'll highlight. And I love to use my little finger sponge dauber. I've used these for a long time. I used to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator many years ago, and they were the first ones that came out with sponge daubers, as I recall. And then, how companies do, and eventually they became generic, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, that was my first experience. Okay, well, let's do both of these little guys. So I hope you are having an amazing day or evening, whenever it is that you're viewing this video. Oh, you guys, it's so beautiful outside. We have sunshine. And finally, warmer temperatures. We had an ice storm not too long ago, and everything was coated, the lawns and whatnot. Now, there's still a little bit in the shade, icy spots, but it's nothing compared to what it was. And let's go ahead and we will just... In fact, I think I'm going to shut the video off here. I'm going to go ahead and ink around both sides of that, and I will be back. Wasn't that amazing? It was so fast. Oh, you guys, I love it when I can spend some time with you. So I am recording this on a Monday. This is the last day of February. Oh my word, can you believe it? It's the last day of February, you guys. That is insane. I'm just like, what? Oh, look how cute. Isn't that just adorable? Oh, and this is something that you can make in a really small amount of time. Seriously, we don't always have to keep reinventing the wheel. I think one of my challenges, if you will, is that, you know, I want everything to be like this amazing, one of a kind, you know. And the reality is, it doesn't, who cares? So what? And so, I mean, it used to be that I never used digitals. It was just like, no, you've got to be a purist. And that was just dumb, in my opinion. I mean, I still love originals and all of that, but, you know, digitals absolutely have their place. Okay, I mean, for something that's quick and easy, hello, I'm stepping away for just a sec, and I'm going to get my method, which most of you would disagree with, but I don't use my crocodile. I have a crocodile. I don't like it. Maybe I got a lemon on a crocodile, but I've had people give me suggestions, well, try this or try that, and I try this and I try that, and it doesn't work. And then I get upset with myself and get frustrated. And so I've been going to give it away, but I just haven't, you know, it's like, I don't know. But maybe if I tried a real, you know, really, I don't know. We'll just leave it there. I don't know. Do we want to go black? Let's go black. That will keep in theme. And then we will get one of these little guys out. And boom, we're good. We've got our opening. So however you want to do that, that is wonderful. If you have a crocodile and you love it, I am very happy for you. I truly am. I think that's amazing. And I am not dissing in any way, shape, or form on the tool. It just, for me, it just was awkward. Okay. So now this could also be a fun, it could just be a flip out to where there aren't papers here. You could also put pictures here. You could have just a fun little kind of a look-see. You could have just keep it for journaling, keep it plain, because you could easily write over all of this. You could put other papers with journaling lines or plain papers in these pockets, individualize them so that they kind of fit inside. That would look really nice. And you could put little pockets in here too if you want. I mean, there's a bazillion things that you can do with these fun little goodies. So, what shall we do? What shall we do? Well, since I've already shown you this, and this is a pretty simple, I just put, just a few little papers together, and these are vintage. These are absolutely vintage. This is not. The sack is not, but and this is not. But everything else is vintage. What was I going to share with you? It's gone. Sorry. Maybe it'll come back. I don't know. Just because we can, how's about we, on this one, should we make like a pockets here that we can work in? Why not? Why not? Okay, so I believe this is, okay. Gayle did include, there are 2 copies of this one in the kit, and there's also 2 copies of another one. I can't remember. I think I've already used it on something. And, for this reasoning, this will work perfectly. All right, so, well, okay, we're just going to cut that off. And part of me just wants to use one. Yeah, I'm just going to use one thickness because this is pretty stiff paper, pretty sturdy paper. All right. So how deep do we want our pocket? Not too much. Let's do about, okay, there's no rhyme or reason. We're just doing it. And we are going to add that to this and create, wow, I mean, hello, that's easy. But we do need to go ahead. One thing with my sponge daubers, I will say, but I've used the other methods too, and eventually your foam wears out, whatever method that you're using. And so, you have to get new ones. But they're pretty inexpensive, I think, for what they do, what they cover. And so I'm happy with that. And this is vintage photo that I am using. I suppose I use this more than anything on the vintage part, but I'm getting to a point where on a lot of them, I'm actually not inking around the edges. But this just lends itself so well to that I'm like, oh, I think I need to. So what we're going to do, oh, that got a little drop of something on there. I am just putting a little bead, and my beads are not straight. My beads of glue, my nerves are quite shaky. I don't know if it's because of, the cancer, if that's one of the byproducts of that. I know one of the meds I was on, that was a thing, but I'm not 100% sure. So I do have, where's my, on Wednesday, I'm having a nerve test to see, because that is as far, I cannot curl. See this? I can make a fist. I cannot on the right hand. I had carpal tunnel surgery many years ago, and that seemed to clear it up, but my doctor, not my cancer doctor, my primary doctor said he thinks it's possible that it has gone wonky again. I hope not, but we'll see. Now look at that. Look at that. How simple is that? And how fun and how cool. And I could stitch here. I could stitch, and probably when I get off camera, I will go ahead and stitch here again. Just follow the lines that I used here. But you can absolutely glue it. And then this creates a fun little, put little tags in there, put little journaling papers in there, put cool fun images. If you're giving it to somebody, you know, just do some fun things this way and just add. Oh, I love this. This is so cool. Gayle, thank you. You are a darling. Well, y'all know that. Anyway, I have favorite people that I follow and I watch, and Gayle is one of them. She's a very favorite. I love her. Yeah, I do. I don't know how long this video has gone, but let's go ahead and put a little something in there, and then let's call it a day for this one. This just been fun. Just fun. And tomorrow I go for another PET scan to see where we're at in this wonderful medical journey that I am on. And actually, I have no complaints. I really don't. I'm so blessed. It's like, I feel like with prayers of family and friends and, you know, whatever is the Lord's will be done, it will be wonderful. I will be happy. And yeah, I have no complaining to do, except that this is not working. I could. All right, this is driving me nuts. All right. Anyway, you get the idea. What I want to do is just kind of loop this and pull it through like this. Just to kind of have a little, what you call it. All right. These are so fun. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and finish these, and then I will turn the camera on one more time just to show you all of them that I have done and to give you some other possibilities for using these. All right, so I will be back. Okay, I have finished them, and I just want to do a quick little finish up just to show you again all of them. So this was my first one. This was the prototype. We've just done the fun house images, and we have made a sweet little booklet with a couple of pockets in there. So that was number one. And the one that you and I did together was this, with the little images of the little children, the little kiddos. And I went ahead and added a couple of things. As you can see, these are the pockets, and I just put papers in here that you can use to journal on. It could be anything, pictures, ephemera, whatever. So that was number two, and I just think these are the sweetest ever. This was number three, and this is actually a digital from my own shop. And I used a couple of little Tracy labels here But look at these images. I mean, this is just, I love this printable of Gayle's. It's fabulous. So this one, I went ahead and made a little booklet. You could do anything with it. You can make it a little glue book. You can write in it, put pictures, yeah, you know, just a lot of variety. So on this one, I did 2 pockets this way, so you can tuck little ephemera or whatnot, notes, pictures. There again, you've got all that room to play with. And I just, oh golly, I just love, love, love. So this was the smaller one, and as you can see, I just folded it in half. And then I also put an image and a little bit of book page down just to highlight, just to give it a little bit more of a background so it stands out a little bit more. And then this is the last one that I finished, and I love it as well. It's just a little bit different. I did a little bit more layering on this. Now, one thing I would do differently is I would put a different glue and smooth it down, because it's a little, you know, you see the little lines kind of in there. I'm not pleased with that, but that's not the image's fault. That's the operator's fault. So I have some cheesecloth. I've got some lace. I've got some music paper here, some more lace. I've got a couple of little charms, a little bit of wire there. Just made it fun. You know, just, you can doll it up as much or as little as you want. And then here I just put just a little image of a flower. I don't know even where it came from. Probably just one of my books that I've cut images out of. Here's a little tiny Tracy label. I didn't want to take away from the beauty of the check. I just think those are gorgeous. So then we open it up, and look how fun. We've got this little pocket that I made, and then you've got all these little tag places for ephemera or whatever. We've got in the middle, we've got all of these papers that can be used. You can journal on that, you can rip them out, you can do whatever you want with them. And then the little topper here is a bit of a handkerchief. And then I did a glassine bag. I love glassine. And I've got a little Tracy label here. I thought that added to the image itself, and just put a little tag in here. So there you have it. I think they're fabulous. I just had so much fun, guys. I really did. I hope you'll give this a try. I hope you'll take a peek. I'll have all of the information below so you can check out Gayle's Etsy shop if you haven't already. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for joining me, and I hope this has been inspirational. Until next video, have a fabulous day. Bye-bye now.